Hello friends, welcome back. Big Dino plays Kingdom Death. Lantern year 28, where we are about to face off against a level 3 Atlas, kind of for the first time. I didn't really face him last time. he just stood there while watched one of our survivors murder everyone else and then just jump into a cloak. It's just a very funny thought. Yeah, exciting to try ourselves into level 3. We're taking in some of our nuffy survivors, some of our weaker champions. But let's have a look. I'm spending 0 endeavours, and the reason for that will be explained very shortly. So you will recall that we had a 11 blood lightning forest child that we managed to rescue from inside the forest, and that was Portia. And so Portia has this ability which is called 11 blood. So I ended up spending my Lumi to allow her to select a philosophy. We selected ambitionism, and we then have selected a font of ingenuity for our thing. So same as the other one, it feels like the right play to go for that. So when she departs, she converts all unspent endeavours into reroll tokens. We have 10 unspent endeavours, so she is going into this battle with 10 plus the 2 that her Fortune Lantern, Cuirass and Helm provide for her. If we also had a Optimus at this point, it would be potentially even more. Now, where this becomes interesting is we've also manufactured the Fortune Lantern Sword, which has Deflect X, where X is the number of reroll tokens. Yes, that is right, friends. Deflect 12. Deflect 12 as our first action in this fucking showdown. Sit down, Atlas. How do you like that? We'll back up our 12 Deflect with Lucius, who is going to be rocking Evasion 10. However, that is less effective in this showdown because of his ability Keen Eyes. He ignores positive evasion, suboptimal. But we're still going to rock that set. Actually, that's a good point, Dino. We're actually not going to rock that set. We're just going to put a beacon shield on him. I'll just change that to beacon shield. Great. So that is our Lanternist. Oh, hang on. What was the go with the beacon shield? Doesn't it reduce the armor? Has this guy got osteophage? He does. So what is better? I'll tell you what is better, and that is no beacon shield. Great. All right. We're obviously running just a nuffy survivor with the green armor, and then finally Tamika. We've popped her over in the Death King setup. She's probably not going to do a lot of swings because if she would do so, she would lose all of her tokens, including her death tokens. But we've got the option up the back pocket if we need to. She is more likely to use her hit location mechanics. This should be a fun fight. Atlas is going to hit pretty hard, but we're going to hit him pretty hard back. So he's got Indomitable, which is great. We bought Stone Skin. And so we're going to depart. We're not going to spend... Hang on, what's our insanity at? Ronaldo is getting 0 insanity from that. Oh, yeah. And we've picked up the green charm and the blue charm to allow us to potentially counteract traps and so on and so forth. So, yeah, feel good. We're not going to do anything. I mean, Deflect 12 is unnecessary, isn't it? I'm doing it. Deflect 12. Departing survivors gain +2 survival when we depart for a nemesis encounter. Now apply our arrival bonuses. Wonderful. Should be an interesting showdown, friends. Let's get over here. Here's Atlas. We have our Hidden Stone face. He does a lot of synchronic attacks. So we want to be avoiding synchronic attacks where possible. feel pretty enthusiastic about this showdown, friends. Feel like we are going to handle ourselves well, he says. Hopefully. Maybe I'll take the vermin belly boots instead of the sickle, and I'll take those because it means we will not be targeted in the first round. So, okay, so we'll just nip over here. We have to shuffle this, so it's every card that he has, which is fun. Done. We have the hit location deck. This guy was a lot of fun, wasn't he? Anything else we need? Create a deck with all swordcraft, set aside his mood cards, give the Master's Presence Survivor to the person with the highest sword proficiency. Stands punked. So this is his mood cards, so we'll just shuffle these. There's 5. Atlas will be interesting to face. So the last time I faced him at high levels, I just used the Pipper. And I haven't got the Pipper this time. So I'm trying to raw dog it. The Pipper, I won't say it trivialises the fight because I'm rocking green armour. But it certainly does feel like it makes it a little bit easier. Great, so I think we're good. So how do I, yep, I'm just going to represent our reroll tokens over here, which will be 10 plus the 2 that I have. And then at the start, oh, by the way, at the start of our act, we also gain armor equal to the number of our reroll tokens. So that seems fine. So this could legitimately be an opportunity for us to surge turn 1, to knock him down, to preclude him from doing anything to allow us to get our people in play. Atlas goes first. Great. Let's commence, friends. We have Bloodflakes. There's the big fella. So Bloodflakes is a survivor without a sword. Okay, so we've got Griswoldo, we've got the Fortune Lantern, and then we've got 2 axes. Plus, I suppose, our scout, but we won't target the scout. Let us target, let's target the Death King, so Tamika, because bleed is going to assist us tremendously. So I'm going to move and attack, like so. Is that Tamika? No, Tamika's in white deno. Like that, yeah. And then swinging, so we're +2 speed, so that is a total of 5 dice, and these will hit on a 3+ because he ignores positive evasion, so we are absolutely going to suffer this limbic stimulation situation. 2 is a miss, we have 4 hits. Now, before we do anything, do we deflect here? Do we deflect using a surge? We have 1 death token currently. No, I don't think we deflect. We'll be fine. So 4 hits. The 4 hit locations are hand, boot, body, waist. Perfect. So this is 4, 5, 6 damage apiece. So I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bleed 1. Perform limbic stimulation. So limbic stimulation is we shuffle this, I already shuffled that. So we're going to put Yearning for Vanity. At the end of the round, if no survivor's attacks hit Atlas, perform Spark of Joy. That should be fine for us to bypass that. 2 evasion. We were supposed to deal a Swordcraft card at the start of the turn. We will give this to our Fortune Lantern Sword. Twin Sweep, 4 seconds, fine. Okay, that is the end of Atlas's turn. It is our turn. So we will start by doing our Fortune Lantern Sword person. So at the start of her act, she gains, what? What is this blue one called? Sheer Armour Tank. Yep, okay, so good work, Deno. Got to do this, you buffhead. So this can be called Lantern Fortune Armour. Love Scribe, by the way. It is a magnificent piece of equipment. So this is a blue charm. We'll be able to do this in a matter of moments. This is a Fortune, a Lantern Sword, which comes from the gazebo. The Royal Shield is not in play. Instead, we have the Lantern Mail, which comes from the blacksmith. And Fortune Howl, Lantern Grease Campbell's Lantern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blues. So we are procking the traps thing. We're getting 1 luck from the Gambler's Lantern. We're getting 2 accuracy from... No, we're not getting that because it doesn't have a club. And we are gaining 20 survival and 3 insanity. What's the insanity from when we arrive? No, we don't get that. So her survival will go to max, but she will gain no insanity. So, reset, and now we'll gain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not bad, not bad. Okay. So she will spend her action to put up a deflect, and then she will also she won't do anything for the moment. She'll move to the rear into position here. Okay. Reynaldo is going to go now. So he's going to use the Antelope Armour, or the Antelope Mask, to move to there. He is 0 insanity. He cannot do that because he's not insane. All right, well in that case, he's going to dash to there and he's going to swing charge to there. So he swings with Griswoldo. He's a sword specialist. So Griswoldo, he has accuracy 1. Griswoldo hits on a 3+, goes down to a 2+ because of being in the rear, but Atlas has +2 evasion, so 4+. So 3 hits. So we have stance punked, this wound thing, and this failure thing. Now we will discard this first strike location thanks to one of these items. After drawing hit locations from an attack, you may discard 1 first strike card into the Noble Appendage. So as a sword specialist, we get to roll our wound dice first. And so we roll a plenty enough to wound. So we'll do this action first. So we did not fail, and so because it's Griswoldo, it does 1, 2, 3 wounds. We did not wound savagely, so next one we will choose, unless you are wearing fur or heavy armour. We are wearing heavy armour because the green boots are heavy armour. So we'll do this one next. That is a 6 and a 5, which is another 1, 2, 3 wounds. Unless you're wearing heavy or fur armour, we are. And then this one, let's see if we can crit this one. Hey, we can. The monster is knocked down and gains -1 evasion and -1 movement tokens. So, -1 movement, -1 evasion, and that will do 4 wounds because it's savage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. So on top of the hit location deck is the Noble Jellyfish. We've got no Qatar specialist now, so we're not going to be able to do any easy wounds or any easy cheap ones. The scout's going to go, just move 1, 2, 3 and sit in the stone face. Well, we'll just sit in the stone face there actually. Has to have it at the start of her act. She could have dashed, but that's fine. So done, done. We have dashed with him. So I think we will swing with Portia and the Fortune Lantern Sword. She has got 1, 2, 3. I just remembered that this is supposed to have an additional 1, 2, 3 from the shield, because Death King Armor adds 2 to all hit locations. So that's 12 plus shield specialization is 13. And we lost 6 from all hit locations, so yeah. Great. I'm trying to decide if I do a swing with her and then lose her ability to use death tokens. I don't think we do. So we probably just want to get this guy into range. Movement 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Atlas stood up at the end of the attack, so that's fine. We will not swing with Tamika. She might as well use a death token ability, which is called Light Whisperer, I think. Light Whisperer. Revealed tards are the hit equal to your number of death tokens and all of her tokens. So there's 2. We get to put them back in any order. Yep, we'll do it in that order. And she will be done to there. We'll spend a surge on Ronaldo to swing with the Griswoldo. Hits twice, which is perfect. We know it's these 2. So the wound will knock us down. The reflex will trigger Spark of Joy. We've got Deflect 12 up, so should be okay, I reckon. And I'm pretty sure the Sword Slash was not going to hit anyone else. It will not, because I am a genius, I say. An absolute genius. Cool, so we will do that order. The reflex will happen first. Griswoldo, yellow for the crit. Is that a wound, Deno? It is a wound, 25. His toughness 19, yeah. So that's 1 wound. Reflex triggers, Atlas performs Spark of Joy. Spark of Joy says, when you are wounded, that get discarded from Spark of Joy. Spark of Joy, survivors take turns flipping and resolving Swordcraft cards. The only person who's going to be targeted by this synchronic attack is her. It is speed 3. It is hitting on a 2+, because we can't do anything about that. That's 3 hits. We deflect all 3 of those, and our deflect total goes down to 9. So nothing happens there. So that's that, or a Spark of Joy, and then we'll attempt to crit this one, see if we can get a Savage. 6 is not. Fetosaurus is up. Actually, I completely lied there, because oh no, Spark of Joy. It targeted her, that's fine. It's another wound from Fetosaurus, but the reflex, the wound says the monster is knocked down and Griswoldo is also knocked down. Perfect. Our last act, what's on top of the deck? Dangling Bell. Great. We will surge with Portia. She's swinging with the Fortune Lantern Sword, so she is hitting on 6s normally, and we have discarded that card now, and then 5s in the rear. So that is one single hit. It hits this impervious hit location. Don't think we can do anything with that. This weapon is sharp. That's not a wound. Our total is even. So we discard sword craft cards to everyone else, but that doesn't do anything. Great, that's the end of our turn. Turn over, it's Atlas's turn. So first thing he does, he deals a swordcraft card. We'll give it to the same chick who's got Deflect a Million. Snowflake, cool. Atlas will then draw a card, Curb Stomp. At the end of the, so we'll stand up with Griswoldo. At the end of the monster's turn, any knockdown survivors, Atlas jumps on their head. Oh, Battle Scars is the mood thing. Yep, great. All right, so his AI card is Cube Survivor. Otherwise, it is Dejected. Atlas is dejected. He hasn't killed anyone yet. Sorry, Atlas. You suck. Alrighty, that's the end of his turn. Griswoldo. So we'll start with Tamika, and she will use the Death King. We really need to get her some more tokens, don't we? For that to be a valuable ability, I want to be getting at least 4 or 5 cards. So she's got Death Collector, which doesn't get her anything. She's got Light Whisperer, and then all tokens, including ones on status cards. Oh, yes, at the start of your act, you may gain 2 bleeding tokens and 1 survival. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. We rolled a 10 on the fucking... All right, we'll do that. So she'll gain herself 2 bleeding tokens and 1 survival, and now all of a sudden she is looking at 4 for her cards. So Tamika will go first, and she will look up 1, 2, 3, 4 cards to see what they are. We get to put them back in any order. There is a Stance Punked, so we will... yep, we'll do that. Griswoldo, Survivor. Tamika does want to get out of the way. Yep, Griswoldo, Survivor, move back, charge in, using a dash. Doesn't have the lantern because he's not insane, because I'm a doofus. Hitting on 2s. 3 hits, we know what the 3 cards are. One of those 3 cards is a Stance Punked. So we're going to discard that using First Strike. We'll take our pick after we roll our first wound roll. Griswoldo is very lucky. Double 1s is not that lucky though, Deno. I don't know if we've got a Guardian in this showdown. Oh, 11 blood. If you win with a weapon, it is shocked and suffered an automatic wound. I forgot that. 11 blood, steel sword, metal sword, unbelievable. We got Guardian over here, Lucius. No, 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 no. I think our Guardian reroller is here. Ah, maybe we leave him out. Yeah, I think we'll leave him out because I do want to use Guardian. He can go in at any time. Reroll this one into an 8. That's a critical. So hey, 3 insanity and +1 strength token. We'll gain that. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, plus a strength token. Perfection. So that's a critical wound there. Boom. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll attempt to do this failure one. That's not a failure. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is going to be over this turn. The reflex. Oh, we fail. We'll use Guardian reroll. We succeed. He's dead. That is very, very short. I did not expect it to be that short. Ah, well. Good work. Good work, team. How many wounds has he got? He has 3 and 5 is 18, 21 wounds. Griswoldo swung 3 times. 433 is 10, 433 is 10, yeah. Oh well. I think the setup works though. Disappointing. Come on, Atlas. Supposed to provide us more of a challenge than that. Oh well. It is what it is. We'll move on to the Old Master, I guess, since Atlas, the Old Master, was not all that effective. Rewards. Atlas rewards. We add Atlas's level to the roll result. We roll a 13 or 11 plus, whatever. Atlas forgets to bring its snack. Gain 4 population. They gain the benefits of being a settlement newborn. I don't think we'll do anything with that 4 population settlement benefits for newborn. We do, however, have storytelling, and we get to increase our settlement survival limit to 20, which seems very nice indeed. And that is all she wrote about Atlas. Survivors, complete showdown. Oh, we've got some pondering. Return and advance the year. We get 4 basic resources from our morgue, which has probably been pretty clutch this campaign. Definitely made me rate Marrowism or cannibalise a lot more. Yeah, so we're pretty good there. Hide, question mark, organ, hide. Hide, organ, question mark. Great. We have to do our one of these, and we'll do it the way I was doing it, which has been pretty fun. Exciting news yesterday, today, the Black Knight. This one, the Black Knight expansion is printing, shipping, maybe by the end of the year, but more likely Q1 next year. So I am excited. This is an amazing time for us Kingdom Death fans because we got new stuff. This yellow one first. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very exciting indeed. Open more. Yes, please. Send someone into the mall. This is such a fun one. When you get it early, sometimes it can just be crazy. Open more. I ran in one year and got a lantern sword in like lantern year fucking 4 and just was balking that around for a long time. Okay. 2 courage and 2 random vermin resources. Yes. All right, we have to do rivalry, and we have our 2 ambitionists, and they want to have a fight about which one is better. And I'll tell you right now, it's not our 11 blood. They're not better, but they think they are. Returning survivors gain 2 Lumi. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good on you, Reynaldo. 1, 2. And rivalry. Okay, so Chia, who is our lanternist, ambitionist with Font of Ingenuity, Guardian, and Death Education. What's Death Education? I forget that. Oh, That's right, you get to do. She's not going to block for 12. She's going to block for 15. Deflect for 15. Oh, little Chia pudding. I'm so happy with you, love. So Portia and Chia are going to have a rivalry fight. We definitely don't want to roll a 1 to 3 here, so Deno proceeds to roll a 1 to 3. We'll use one of the the re-rolls, sorry, into an 8. Randomly choose one of the two rivals to suffer a gaping chest wound. 1 to 5, it is Portia. It is Portia. So Portia has suffered a gaping chest wound. We add rivalry to the settlement event next year. She was just going out for a bit of funsies and to use her 11 blood ability, but we don't need to use her. So we can have a duel. So yeah, we'll do a duel, I think. We do not have 22 endeavours. We did not spend 10, so we've got 12. We don't need to innovate. We're going to fight the old master, so there's probably some strong possibilities that we'll want to use some of these. But what's the likelihood of... No, we're fine. We're fine if we have multiple gaping chest wounds. Absolutely A-okay. So, I will go and pick our survivors. I don't reckon we're going to spend any endeavours. I reckon we're just going to go straight into the old... Well, I should send someone into the maw, shouldn't I? Gain 2 courage and 2 random vermin resources. Let's just run someone in there for fun, some idiot. Oh, we just gained 4 survivors from Atlas, so let's just run one of those in. 5 dice. Eight and 2 is 10, 7 5 is 22, 26. 2 courage and 2 random vermin resources. Yes, vermin. Oh, there's vermin everywhere. This one wants to be found. A lonely ant. And a crab spider. Great. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, I'm going to go and decide who is departing for our hunt with the old master. And we're going to do that this lantern year. And that is going to be amazing. Oh, we have to do our pondering. Who pondered? So Conrad, you pondered dreamism. You do. As soon as you pondered dreamism, after the gaming gazebo, you proceed to the divergent rank. You gain a luck. Good on you, buddy. I feel like maybe he already did that for some reason. Lucius, Marrowism. Level 2. Archive a bone resource. We have many to be archived. So gain a strength. And he will roll on this roll. He rolls a 5. You may consume a bone resource, gain 1 strength. And we also gain a bone resource from the bottom. So that's it. Good work, Lucius. Portia, she is not pondering. Reynaldo is not pondering. Tamika, she is pondering, and she is a lanternist. Lanternism. Lanternism 2. The Undying Light. Roll a dice, and she gets a 10. Gain the courage and understanding of a dead survivor of your choice and Lantern Souls. I definitely haven't rolled that one. What does Lantern Souls get us? When you depart, +1 affinity of your choice. Huh. That's not a bad ability. Incredible artwork while we're at it. Wonderful. We shall stop there and I'll return soon. All right, we are all set up for the Old Master showdown. I just started reading his rules. I regret my decisions. I immediately regret my decisions. I am going to spend exactly 0 survival or endeavours. See if that helps my situation. The Old Master, he has life 25, so there's his life stat right there. He has 6 cards in his deck, which seems wonderful. There is a couple of errated pieces here. He is supposed to start with separation anxiety and prepared tunnels in play, and Resin Hill Bash is called Shoulder Bash. And that's it. We don't go on a hunt, so we just go straight into a showdown. So that's shuffled. Here's his hit location deck. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hope we're not going down that far, champion, or we're in big trouble. There is a bug patch, but I don't believe anyone has Vermin Obsession. There he is. We'll go in this little area over here. Okay, our stinky threat is our evasion tank. So should we change so that our green armor person who can tumble on a 2+ gains the green armor charm? Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put another monster grease on our green armor champion. So you can go there, you can go there, you can go there. I am unsure if we're going to win this. That is a scary set of tokens. Let me have it. Let me have a go through this. I haven't played the Dung Beetle Knight since like 2 years ago, so I definitely misremembered some of his rules. I didn't go through his cards as well as I should have. He's supposed to perform baller at the start of every turn. Yeah, first turn he throws the ball. But yeah, so here's his rules. He's got Burrow, pretty bad. He's got heavy load, losing a survival, not a big deal. He's got power forward, which is he throws the ball and goes very, very aggressively. Over here we have Swordmaster. So his basic action is replaced with that attack, which is extremely potent. So we definitely want to try and get a broken blade. We didn't keep any of our founding stones, which might have made this situation a little easier, because yes, he has +5 damage, +3 speed, and +3 luck. That is punishing. Let me just check my Qatar Master situation. Venus, Qatar Master. Yes, very good. Let's depart. The only other card he has is Berserker, which means he will actually take 2 AI cards a turn. I am going to change this item for a Death King Greaves. And I am going to change nothing else. Actually, do I change that to be Death King Greaves as well? So I'm just going to do this for Portia and just see what this does. Kingsmith, Death King Greaves, changing that to Clothed and Satiated. Still gain a luck. We don't gain max survival when we arrive, but we already are at max survival anyway. We don't gain 3 insanity when we arrive as well, so that's fine. And how does that feel? Why are our arms at 2? Yep, it seems fine. Okay, so we'll depart. Did I already depart? I did already depart. And so we'll go down over here to the showdown board. I am feeling a little bit nervous, but excited. Let's do this. Okay, so I have placed Monster Grease on Reynaldo. So he's going to gain an additional 2 evasion. Let's go through all of our survivors and make sure we clearly understand what we're doing with them. So Lucius, Osteophage, Stone Skin, Serial Code. He's not going to apply Phobophobia. Stalwart is good. He is wielding the Usurper, so he can swing at a decent clip, and he has the ability to, if you would be knocked down by an adjacent monster. Okay. Portia, so she is rocking this lantern set. The Fortune Lantern Sword is going to be whipping up a deflect of 14. She's our main tank. And also our best ability to cancel the trap. Reynaldo, just wearing Monster Grease, he's going to try and tumble his way around the ball. And Venus, so she is going to be our hit location scouter, and hopefully she will be able to keep us in the game. Is there any way I can get her more tokens? I've got to figure out a way to get her more tokens. Conrad, hopefully just not dying. Also giving him a pair of Death King Greaves. Actually, I made 2 pairs of Death King Greaves for our survivors when we go into the Godhand. There we go. All right, we depart. Let's just nip over here. We are doing terrain and deployment, normal dung beetle knight setup. The monster suffers a wound from the beetle strength. We don't have beetle strength. That dude died. Wish us luck, friends. The scout better keep us in this, or we're losing all our gear. If we don't succeed in this fight and we have no gear, that's a real problem for our likelihood of defeating the Godhand, I've got to tell you. But I've never faced the old master. Today's the day. I don't think I've got any arrival bonuses, so let's go. At the start of each turn, I've got to remember our Lantern Festival top goes. Okay, let's go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have the ball flung at our survivor over here. So we do power forward, baller. So it targets the furthest stinky survivor. Turn to face the target and perform baller. Move the ball 2d10 spaces. We are going to dash before that happens, and the ball moves 13. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he swings the ball around like this. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want it to go down to this back corner. We just wanted to get him out of range of them. And so that will be enough. And then I might just go and reread the ball rules, because I definitely want to make sure I'm getting this as right as possible. Moving the ball straight, you do that. You cannot draw a straight line. The monster moves the ball along this path. Doesn't do that, just zigzags. Yep. Okay, so 13 means it goes a long way away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's going to be here, and it's going to hit him. Now, ball collision with survivors, apply normal rules for collision. And so for collision, we avoid a collision with a 2+, thanks to our tumble. We might just put tumble in play here so that we know we have tumble, which is the rules that we gain access to. I'll tumble for you, I'll tumble for you. Yeah, beautiful. So that is the end of the first action that he does. Then he full moves towards the ball. 1, what speed are you, my friend? You are speed 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll do that. So he'll draw his first AI card, and his first AI card that he draws is a resin-plated right. Closest knockdown survivor, none. Closest stinky threat, move and attack target. He is performing a basic action as well. All right, so this one is possibly okay to let go through, because we have the green helm, and we could put up a block on Fedosaurus. Our evasion on this guy is 5, so he's 1 accuracy, so it's 2+ going to 7+. Do we want to perform a block here at this point? Yes, we will. So we will dash surge with Reynaldo, and we will put up a block for block 2 on Fedosaurus. So 6 speed, hitting on 7s, thanks to our evasion 5 on Reynaldo. We are definitely the closest stinky threat. That is all. So that is a cock dice, and that is a 9. So we block 2, and we could dodge 1, but we will instead take that hit on the head and roll a 6+ and do a wound to him. We do. Takes a wound, 24. When a monster attacks, you may elect to take the hit on the head and roll 1d10 on a 6+. Ignore the hit. If adjacent, it suffers 1 wound. Great. We actually get to look at what's on top of the hit location deck if it matters. A Sentry Carapace. How wonderful. Performing basic action. So his basic action has been replaced with this power forward, this Swordmaster one. So that is bleed 1, -2 to severe injury rolls. We don't have a broken blade, so we don't have to worry about that. Closest threat. Okay. So we can't surge to put up block again. But he hasn't dodged yet. Do we dash or do we knock him down? Do we surge and knock him down instead of taking this? Bleed 1 after damage. It's hitting on 7s, speed 6. 6 damage. No, it's 11 damage a hit. Oh my god, it's 11 damage a hit. We will use a surge on Conrad, and he will use the King's Coin and knock down the Dung Beetle Knight. Unfortunately, he has another turn. Smash Shot instead performs Ground Pound and then does basic action. That's unfortunate for us because it's going to be another basic action. 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, at this point, do we... Oh, this targets... No, basic action targets the closest threat. Yes. This is very, very bad, but I think we're going to have to risk it for the biscuit. So it is 6 dice, hitting on 7s. And we have no blocks up. Oh, it's a good roll, Deno. It's a good roll. We will take 1 on the head, and we will dodge one of those hits. So we dodge 1. Take 1 on the head, and we'll roll 6 plus. Come on, Deno. 6 plus. Take another wound, you little idiot. It's no wounds so far. And then, yeah, that's it. All right, good start. 0 wounds down, 2 wounds done, and we didn't even do an attack yet. Okay, good, good, good. So, our first play will be with Venus. She got Story of the Young Hero? No. We need Tamika for this, Dano. Actually, we wanted to save Tamika. So she has 1 strength, 1 accuracy, and 1 evasion. She's got a strength token. She's got 1 strength, 1 accuracy, and 1 evasion. When she's got a death token, she's going to clang those death tokens away. So, toughness 25, you reckon? Let's read Burrow, shall we? Burrow, Burrow, Burrow. Burrow says, select a random survivor unless they spend 4 survival. So that seems pretty unfortunate, but we do have plenty of survival to spend. We do not have our hit location scouting at all here. That's unfortunate. So, what do we do? What do we do? I think we probably protect the scout. Yeah, the scout's going to get into the stone face right now. Use the Death King Greaves, that's all we wanted. Got a break in play. Griswoldo. So he's going to use his Anti-Light Mask and then charge with Griswoldo. So, done. Reynaldo, 1, 2, 3. He's not a sword specialist, is he? He did 3 wounds against Atlas. He gets 3 weapon proficiency against Atlas. Anyway, there is no evasion tokens in play, so that is 2 perfect hits and a 4. Seems okay. We get Sentry Carapace, Filthy Wings, and we discard this side of Resin Ball because he's not adjacent. This here. So we are actually only critting on 10s, which is very unfortunate. But we will roll our wound roll. So we get to decide which one we will go with. Broken Wings and Broken Mouth would be good to get in play. We'll do this one. So we definitely do a wound. And that does 3 wounds. So we go down to 20. And we put up block 2. So that's that one. Filthy Wings done. So the question is, what do we want? I think we'll actually do this Sentry Carapace. So it gains +6 toughness to wound this location. He is 25, so it goes to 31. So we need to roll a 11 on 2 dice. So that's a 15. So we do the wound, so that does 3. We go down to 1, 17. And then instead of wounding the monster, all right, I definitely have been misplaying that for a while. Instead of wounding the monster. Oof, that's super dense, so I can't do that. Archive the card, and he performs Burrow. Well, in that case, I'm better off doing this one first. Perform Ground Pound, then perform Basic Action targeting the attacker. Yeah, I think we'll do that first. So that roll does a wound. So we perform Ground Pound. So the ball rolls to here. We definitely get into 17. And then we're going to perform Basic Action. So Basic Action is this stupid Swordmaster card. 2 hits. We have 2 blocks up thanks to our Fedosaurus. You've done amazing work, Fedosaurus. And now we archive the other card. No, we do not. We fail. So when we fail, it says, you feel hopeless, lose 1 survival, perform Burrow. So Burrow, we're going to target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reroll 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to target our Death King Armour champion. So Burrow says the monster dives on the ground unless they spend 4 survival. So Venus will spend 4 survival. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place him on that. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that was good. We will do our blue chick. So she has, and she's knocked down, but she can stand up, no problems. So Portia will, first of all, fist bump Venus to stand up. And then Portia is going to gain 14 2-hit locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And she is going to advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is in top of the hit location deck? It is an iridescent leg. It is super dense. Do we use the Seditioner instead? Yep, we will use the Seditioner. 1, 2, 3. So Venus goes. She'll swing the Seditioner. She hits on a 6. We grab the iridescent leg. If we are successful in doing this wound, so she's going to lose. Why have I? Yeah, I've definitely fucked up my things here, my survivors. I've got the Seditioner and the Royal Shield on this chick instead of the Katars, so it shouldn't have been her. It's fine, I'm doing the Seditioner. That's a 7, and that is critting on a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Not a crit. But did we fail on a 7? The Seditioner is 17, she's 6 strength, 23, plus 7 is a 30. So we archive that hit location because it is a super dense, and we inflict an additional wound and the monster is knocked down. So we do 2 wounds on 15, down to 15. He was supposed to roll the ball, 1d10. But he was knocked down, so I don't think he does that. Sentry Carapace. It is super dense. When you wound a super dense hit location, archive it. Instead of wounding the monster, archive the card. Interesting. Not sure which one goes first. Seditioner. When you wound a super dense hit location, archive it and inflict an additional wound. The monster is knocked down. I think I'm gonna rule in my favour here because I'm a good bloke and I deserve it. Venus. Swing with the Seditioner. Interested in your thoughts. When you wound a super dense location, archive it and inflict an additional wound. This one says wound. Instead of wounding the monster, archive this card. So which comes first? I'm going to say this one comes first because it says when you wound a super dense hit location, which it is, and we've done that, we archive it and inflict 2 wounds. So that's going to bypass the other thing. So roll a hit. We hit on a 4 because he is knocked down. No, he's not. He stands up because of Indomitable, but that hits anyway. 2 is not enough, but this may be an opportunity for a reroll. We have deflect 2 up, and this is also supposed to be 1, 2, 3. Or is 2 a wound? No, 2 is not a wound. Reroll. Someone definitely has Guardian. So we will re-roll into an 8, which is a wound. 8, 7, 15 plus 17, 32. We needed 31. So that does 2 wounds down to 13. Seditioner knocks him down. That archives the sentry hit location, the sentry carapace. A swarm of botflies. Its first strike. All right, do we do... Yep, so now we'll do our Lantern Sword. We'll go to there. We'll swing 3 speed with the Lantern Sword, hitting on a 6+, which goes back to 7 because of the... No. Perfect hit and a 7. So 2 hits. We have Swarm of Botflies and we have a Filthy Gut. So the Botflies goes first. We have to go higher than monster level plus that. That's bad. It's an 8, so we're successful. So we archive that. And then we're attempting to wound with the Fortune Lantern Sword. So what strength are we here? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. This is not a wounding weapon, Deno. Do not use this weapon to swing with anymore. A lot of rerolls in play though, buddy. A lot of rerolls in play. Cannot crit because he's -3 luck. So 7 and 8 is 15. Plus 9 is 24. But Oh, the gaping chest wound is gonna ping us. End of your attack. If you hit the monster, it is shocked and suffers an automatic wound. So he's going to suffer an automatic wound because we hit the monster. It didn't say anything about wounding. That's 12. And so the ball gets rolled towards. 9. That's going to knock into her. She's going to suffer collision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's bad for her. So her impact with the ball from heavy load, she loses a survival. And the dung ball collides with you. Where is that? Ah, yes. On collision, any survivor suffers. No, that's just when he does baller. Collision. Normal, collision with terrain. I got 1,000,001 reference materials, friends, and I still get stuff wrong. It's hard playing by yourself. Collision. When a apply for survivors colliding with terrain. So turn the target on collision. Any survivor suffers 5 damage to monster level hit locations. That's from power forward. When the ball collides with the survivor. So is it only when he flings the ball at us that it does I never normally get hit by the ball. Collision. Knockdown. Destructible terrain. I see nothing that tells me I'm supposed to take damage from this collision. 1 damage maybe to a random hit location from what I can tell. 1 to the head. So that is all done for her. She is knocked down. And she can be knocked down, yes. So our last act of the turn is going to be this champion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kick the ball. And the ball is kicked 1 space. Perfect, my friend. He'll then dash. And kick the ball again. 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is the end of our first turn. Let's go. So power forward is not triggered because he is not adjacent to the ball. He has separation anxiety. So he draws his first AI card and it is backspin shot. Instead, perform ground pound. Ground pound is move the ball 10 spaces forwards. Now at this point, if you would be knocked down by an adjacent monster, no. So the ground pound is going to go to here. He's going to get knocked down and suffer 1 survival. And we are going to target the closest threat, which is our Death King armor on Venus. So Venus 1, 2, 3. This is a massive roll. She does have deflect 2 up, 2, 4, 6. 6 speed on Venus with our deflect roll. So she is 15. These basic actions are worth 11 damage each. She is evasion 3. So hitting on 5s. I love being me sometimes. 4, 1, 3, 3, 7, 9. The 7 and the 9 miss, and the deflect is taking care of the other 2. So that is the end of the backspin shot, and he will now flip into a resin sword slash, the closest knockdown survivor in range. Now at this point, we are going to use our surge on Venus to knock him down. And that will be the end of this card. So he stands up at the end of the AI card. It's our turn. Fist and tooth, fist and tooth. What's on top? A century carapace. Okay. So who do we want with the ball? Let's do our sedition of play again, I guess. That's a pretty good plan, Deno. Do we crest crown at this point to clear the carapace and maybe get some other cards that we can actually wound and not worry about, and try and end it with Griswoldo? Yes, let's do that. All right, so we will do Portia. So she'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here, and she'll kick the ball. Please roll, decent roll. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good on you, Portia. And she will then be done for her turn. We will do Lucius. He will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he will use his crest crown rather, to shuffle the hit location deck so we can avoid getting a century carapace on top. And instead on top we have hidden mandibles. There is a reflex. We don't want a reflex. We don't have any Katars, so our best option here is just go straight in with Griswoldo. So we will go over to our Reynaldo. So he will move using the antelope mask, 1, 2, 3, and then he will charge with Griswoldo, 3 speed. Hits 3 times. Don't want to see the trap. 1, that's ignored. 2, 3. Okay. Yep, that's discarded. What's on top is an iridescent back. There is no first strike, so we can't discard that. There is no parry. We are critting on 10s, so we'll do our hit location first. We'll do this one, probably. 3 and an 8. It is a wound. It's not a failure, so that takes us down to 9 wounds. That gives us block 2 on Griswoldo. And then we'll attempt to wound this one, which has a reflex. So that is a wound. Takes us down to 6. And he performs ground pound. So the ball rolls towards the dude. 9. So we're actually going to place it over her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't be knocked down because she has the Death King helm. And she suffers collision, 1 damage to the head. And we will attempt to wound this location. We do so. That gets archived, and we perform burrow. So the burrow would target, here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's our Death King survivor. So the burrow happens all the way over here. She cannot be knocked down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has to spend 4 survival. 1, 2, 3, 4, or suffer a severe injury. She cannot be knocked down. We have a reflex on top. 6 wounds left, Deno. It's still Reynaldo's turn. He has not used his dash or surge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grills Waldo, you don't have reach, you chump. Oh no, and then he's got to do basic action targeting the attacker. Boom. That was supposed to happen before the sentry carapace. So let's do the sentry, the basic action targeting Deno. This is 6 speed, needing 7s. Oh, it's 3 hits. So 1, 2 from the block on Fedosaurus, and then that 9 we will put onto our helmet. And we do another wound to take him down to 5 wounds left. That helmet has printed money. And then the burrow happens and we're here. All right, so Seditioner, it's not a super dense. So we will move over here. We will swing the Seditioner. We fail to hit on a 1, however, I don't think we want to do... nope, no, that's fine. So that's the end of our turn. And do we have any surges we want to apply, any dashes we want to apply? No, we are supposed to gain +1 stuff to all survivors from the Lantern Festival top, but at this point it's not a concern. We've got 5 wounds left to do. If we survive this turn, we're okay. So the monster goes first. He doesn't do power forward. His first AI card that he draws is this one. Feculent Drumming, perform ground pound. It rolls 1 space towards him, yes. Intimidate all survivors. No, we just do the ground pound. Basic action. Closest threat, so that is over here to Venus. So we're doing 6 speed. Venus has 3 evasion, so hitting on 5, sorry. She has deflect 2 up because she did attack with that weapon. So that's a 2 and that's a 2. That one is deflected, that one is deflected. She can dodge once. Let's see where these go. The hand in the hand, we will dodge 1. It's 11 damage to the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And she gains a bleed token. So that is the end of the first AI card. We then do this, which is the Shoulder Bash, the closest stinky threat in field of view. That is our dude with Griswoldo. At this point, do we run away, run away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we do. It is the next turn. But do we put up 2 blocks? Bash, knockback 7, bleed 1. It's not hitting much chance, I don't think. So we're going to spend a surge on Reynaldo to put up block 2 on Griswoldo. It's a 5 speed attack. The monster goes after the closest stinky threat, which is there. These hit on 8s. It's 3 hits. So 2 of those are blocked from Fedosaurus. Now we will attempt to take this hit on the head, and on a 6+ we do a wound. We don't do a wound, but we'll dodge anyway. Because all it says is you take a hit on the head. On a 6+, ignore the hit. So that's fine. So no after damage triggers. He would perform ground pound. It's just going to move the ball 1 space to there. That's the end of his turn. We have 5 wounds to do. Let's start with this chick. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. She'll kick the ball. She kicks it 1, 2, 3. That's wonderful. So she has not used her Death King Greaves yet, so we've still got a knockdown up in the bank. Reynaldo, moving back 5, charging with Griswoldo. Hits 3 times, didn't really want 3, just wanted 2 hits. Oh, don't be the trap. Oh, this could be it, friends. Oh no. We're not going to do it. Unless we can jank it critical. Need a 10? Come on, Dano! No. Is it a wound? 24. It's not a wound. We don't have any re-rolls. So we failed to wound with Griswoldo. Seems unfortunate. If we were using one of our actual good survivors instead of this chump. Didn't this chump get Iron Will or something? No. Okay, well, I think we will do this one and we fail that. We'll attempt to wound this one next. It's a critical. So that is a savage. Down to 1. It's on top of the hit location deck. Filthy Claws. We win. Portia, dash, surge. She swings with her lantern sword. She hits once due to 11 blood at the end of your attack with a weapon with the metal keyword. If you hit the monster, it is shocked and suffers an automatic wound. This is the location she gets. Does she wound? She does not. The monster performs ground pound. The ball rolls to here. And then he suffers his final wound and dies. That was not fun. That was very much not fun. I did not feel, well, it was awesome, but I did not feel at any way confident that we were going to win that fight. Griswoldo made that a real chance. Fucking Griswoldo, what a beast. What do we get? 1 Hunt XP and 3 Weapon Proficiency. No one does anything important. We make it to the final year. Having three knockdown surges at any moment in time makes that fight a little less scary. Swordmaster's legendary, his legendary attack is fucking punishing. We get 4 Elytria. That's the only ones I'm going to take, 4 Elytria, and then I'll just see if I get any more Elytria. I don't think it matters. I'm not going to be using too much Elytria. Most of the stuff we want to take is sharp anyway. These ones, I might just roll these. Brown first. 1 and 2. 1, 1, 2. Cool. Weird dream. It was well told. We gained 1d5 endeavours. Wow, what a weird dream we had. There was a crazy old beetle and we kicked the shit out of him And he was looking at me really funny, and then he was like, "You're my friends," and then he said, "Fight me, please, IRL." And so we did. That's it. We have made it to Lantern Year 30. I feel very, very pleased. We have 13 endeavours this Lantern Year. And what we shall do now is pretty much we're done for gear. I don't have any more Death King Greaves that I can make. So what I want to do is send in the survivors with multiple basic good weapons. So here's some of the weapons we're going to use. We've got Death Pact, so we're going to be able to use that for a basic critical wound. We have 2 Assassinators. They're going to go on Ellie. She's going to hopefully punch on. We've got a Grand Kingslayer. We've got Calcified Digging Claws. And we have the ability to potentially make, some more stuff right now. But at this point, I think we just throw our hat in the ring with the Godhand. I'm really struggling with how best to approach our Green Armour Survivor. Do we bring them on at the start? Do we bring them on after we lose some people? I'm not sure. But Death Pact is like a founding stone. So we'll put that on someone and they can just stand there and shoot him in the face. We're going to have the 3 knockdowns on our primary survivors. Yep, I feel like this is our best chance right now at defeating the Godhand when he knows. So it's been a pleasure and a privilege. You're all wonderful people. I hope you've enjoyed. Successfully crafted Green Armour, successfully defeated the Golden-Eyed King of 1,000 Years, successfully defeated the Old Master. 1 left, and that is the Godhand. I will see you all in the next Lantern Year. Big Deno out.